So hello guys and welcome back to the Close Beta Closeout, and we are in our second semifinal. My name is Daks, and well, this guy needs his own introduction. Where is
Yes,
he?
my life for ire.
Yeah.
Mr. Asurai. Mr. Asurai. Whipping out that
Yeah.
zealot. Loki, you guys don't if you're Loki, this guy has cast his StarCraft before. All the way in the C game. So
Loki.
the big time guy. Oh, what a big time guy.
Dude, you're the big time. You're the one who went to BlizzCon and all
No,
that
what?
good
No one,
stuff.
no one, no one knows about that. Okay, I don't do the MLROS stick. I don't do that shit. Who knows? Everyone just knows like, this guy's named Dax. So fuck this guy and his name basically. So
You're
that's how.
like Justin Y. You know that guy from YouTube that always comments on everything? And they're like, you look familiar. It's like Dax, is everywhere.
Oh shit, that's
That's
it's everywhere
everyone
true.
knows you.
And don't
Yeah.
forget, guys, don't Google, like, if you see my socials, make sure you get the
Oh
right ones.
yeah.
Like if you use DaxPH on Facebook, you're gonna get something else. If you do it on Twitter, you're gonna get something else. I took
Something you might
Daxcast
not
on
like to
Twitch.
see.
On Twitch, I already have squatted on Daxcast. Funny enough, I was like, I'm not gonna let this happen again. Yoink the Daxcast. It just tells you to go here. It's kind of funny. But hey, it's now time to get into our second game. Enough about that. We are, sometimes when we're talking, I feel like, oh shit, we are on the timer. I forget we are on the timer. We should put like a doomsday clock somewhere. 6 hours till servers die. And we are going to be getting into our next game. MMK versus Global TikTokers, so part 2 Electric Boogaloo of the NPC Civil War. And apparently double or knock thing with the Noctile versus Viminal TikTok battle bet thing. So, last time MMK won. So if I remember correctly, Viminal needs to make a TikTok. And make one, like, make a TikTok, make one TikTok. And then if it's double or nothing, I guess the person who loses may have to make 2 TikToks. So, do you think that's a worthwhile investment, Mr. Asurai?
Um I don't know. I don't even use TikTok, but I mean maybe it'll work depending on how they do their TikTok. If it's like if they do it like well and it like what's the word I'm looking for? It goes viral, then maybe. I don't
Sure,
know.
that's true. That's true.
I don't do TikTok. Maybe I should because so many
Maybe
people do it.
so many people have said to do it too. It's like, I remember Mr. Peter was talking about the marketing appeal of TikTok. But hey, enough about that. We're in Valorant.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to do TikTok. But I guess the global TikTokers do need to do so, and they are gonna be on the offense this time. They are third seed coming into this one after winning that tiebreaker through the head-to-head basically against EXE, and they are gonna be facing off against MMK, a rematch of same two teams on the same map. And Mr. Asurai, that ended in a 13-12 in favor of MMK. So these two teams are very, very close with one another.
Mm.
It was so close yesterday. It really was just clutch on both sides. But in the end, MMK was able to win it out. But there is something to note right now in the rosters where we're seeing. And Dodge this is not playing. So yesterday we saw the back of Dodge this happen because he had his GTX 1080 latency, basically. The GTX 1080 series and 1080 ping at the same time. That's the best addition, hand in hand.
You're serious? That 80
And
ping?
yeah, and he was just basically giving people guns at those last few rounds. So they are gonna use their sub for their own team captain, which is kind of interesting. It's Callum hopping on in, and he's one of those Overwatch veterans too. But he also has those same latency issues. So we'll see how this is gonna unfold. In the meantime, for
Yeah.
global TikTokers, they are gonna be playing the same old Seminole. It's Jokfo, Viminal. We got Blooming, aka Sirius, if I remember. It's Lorenzo, and then Prodigy, or as we see in game, it's the real Prodigy. And global TikToker is gonna be on the attack first, and now it is gonna be MMK on the defense. We'll be talking about these two teams a little more into the session, but
Yeah.
any familiar names to you, Mr. Asterai?
I've played with Juck FO, Viminal as well. So Viminal, I've played with them a few times in Valorant as well. Juck FO is like really incredible aim. On the other side, I've only seen Noctile and Fascinate. Fascinate the most. I've been playing with him on the Korea server, and his game sense is really good. So having a set team that plays with him might give MMK a better advantage. But we'll see. I mean, not having dodged this is definitely a blow to the face for the global TikTokers.
For team MMK, you mean? That's
Sorry, for
something.
MMK. My bad.
That's
Yeah.
something you actually realize. So we said this is an NPC Civil War. So
Yeah.
half of MMK having basically the NPC duo of Noctile as well as Dodge this. In the meantime, for
Mhm.
global TikTokers, well, more of that same there on Viminal's side. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So like, I look at Dodge's roster and I'm like, oh, you're using the MMK name from Overwatch, but you only bring 2, 3 of our guys in, and then Noctile's here. I'm like, will he be with Vim? So is there spice? Is there juice? And apparently, it's just pretty much all fun there. Who is able to get the roster slot on which team? And something to note also that TikTok bet gonna be pretty interesting to say the least. But for Team MMK, rich background in Overwatch, obviously. I've worked with them for so long already. But for Dodge this, he came from Overwatch, moved to Apex. That's where he met everyone else, basically in these 4 teams, and the rest is history. The self-proclaimed solo main of the PH, but when he has 1080 ping, he can't really do anything but give guns. Then we have Fastnate, a long-time name already, League of Legends, a team captain and main tank of the latest World Cup team, Billy, the TPS of the World Cup team, and we see him destroying people in pugs with his jet. In the meantime, Noctile, a rich history in Apex. He has the expertise, Predator, and the Global Elite actually in CS. And finally, for Foods, honestly, for Mr. Dodge, he was like, oh, this was an addition from the Pugs. And it really goes to show that even though, we started the Pugs on the beta end, we have met some members that we really can rely on. And Foods has shown that he's someone you can rely on. So that's basically Team MK. On the other side, for Global TikTokers, let's move into the game first before we talk about them. So hopefully we do load on in. Yes, there we go. No issues there. And Haven Country map. Here we go with our rosters. And game number 2, match number 2 rather, game number 1 out of 1. But for global TikTokers here at Asurai, from what I remember, I've seen basically the streams, obviously, of Lorenzo as well as Viminal. I've seen Jack going around. He can just be so streaky and potent as well. But for the run of global TikTokers, we do have the real Prodigy as their carry. When he gets the operator, he is just going to be scary. But what do you think about these agents right now on both sides?
I'm just disappointed Sova's not here. To be fair though, Sova's not really high tier in most of the top streamers out there who have made their tier standings. In any case, I do like the addition of Juckfo playing as the Raze, because people might say that Raze is very not really strong in high competitive matches, but her ability to just use her ability to throw it out and clear out these corners, which is plentiful in Haven, is gonna make it so much worth, especially once she has the big rocket, a big corner like that, and if there's any 1-2 opponents there, gets killed, freebie. Raze is just that ridiculous.
Yeah, Showstopper makes a big difference from time to time. And yeah, it looks like it is going to be a congregation here for the global TikTokers. You have only one screen on your camera, so you have to get everyone squeezed in to really get that video going on. But that is a beautiful fault line already from the breach. Seems like it really will be the defense here from Billy right now. Look, we get a shot or two while we get set on up. Lorenzo Callum! And a trade blows right there. Spike planted already for the offensive side. But Seaside is pretty easy to try and get the retake as Fastnate gets another kill on to his end.
Smoke down.
I feel like there should be some sort of meme for the classic. In any case, this is gonna be the retake already as they get the spike down. Foods gets the 1 kill. Juckfo, that's gonna shut down onto Noctile and just gonna leave it all on to Blooming with this Phoenix, and I'll say goodbye, or rather serious with this Phoenix.
Yeah.
And well, it wasn't serious enough.
Why so
Took him
serious?
down.
That's very much it.
So serious.
Why so serious? But yeah, it's really interesting. These picks right now for Team MMK, a little more on the different playstyle they're trying to go on. Honestly, for Team MMK, they have many duelist players, and I wouldn't be surprised if they whip out something crazy like the triple duelist, but they are playing it safe with the Breach Brimstone pairing. They are going to have that one reconnaissance on Foods, who's really potent on his Cypher. Callum actually playing the Sage. He does have a little less tendency than Billy to just run in. He's able to get mid-range kills, and Noctile, of course, looking for as many duels as possible with that Phoenix. In the meantime, Real Prodigy changing it up. We've seen him on the Sova, but he's gonna go on to the Omen instead. And here on Haven, with 3 sites, he can do a lot. Viminal gonna be looking to play that Sage, of course, I mean, in his own right, looking to sustain, Jackpot on the raise, and Blooming right now gets the first kill. Seems like it is gonna be Initiation. My name is Global TikTokers, and even though they are down in terms of that round, the firepower from 4 is able to outclass 1.
Yeah, I just gotta say, what's a good ever angle on C Long as a defender to peek out against opponents? It's 3 of them all at the same time, because it's just one long corridor, and when you saw Billy there, he popped out and he was all exposed, right? If he went in to kind of try to win against that 1v1 duel, it doesn't work because he's so exposed, and if he tries to get into safe a safe location, the tag system in Valorant is so prevalent that he can't really get out. And I don't know. It's just weird to defend C if you're not like Cypher or something. Like if you're
Yeah.
Breach, I don't think it works.
It makes sense in a way, like
At least for
theoretically,
me. Yeah.
vault line, right? One big one, but at the same time, you don't have that same power. You don't have the block of vision. That's really big.
Yeah.
The Cypher Cage, the Tripwire, that kind of thing, and no one saw Blooming and his hot hands. That didn't happen. Don't worry about that. But Callum taking care of Viminal, and he's
Oh!
fragging out. Now for Calamitas, I just want to talk about him later on because he is just getting kill after kill. Not surprising whatsoever. In behind though, Juckful right now on the raise, lurking with the frenzy, but just with one sage play there, with 5 kills on the board. Calamitas. Now, since we have time as they're hunting, Calamitas is basically one of the best, or honestly, if not the best DPS in the Overwatch scene in the Philippines. But the big thing, knocked out with a headshot there, beautifully done. But back to my point as Calamitas, the defenders win it. The big thing about Calamitas is, first things first, he has the worst setup of everyone I know. He has a really bad PC that either blue screens or even overheats. Second, his latency is really, really bad. And honestly, he's always used to playing around 400 ping in general. And when he gets a proper ping, you can see flurries like that. The only reason he wasn't part of the World Cup team last year, because he was underage. So, really goes to show, if this guy has the proper latency, he can be nigh unstoppable. And honestly, I can just close my eyes when I'm playing with him in competitive, because he will just get all the kills and I can just stay at home and basically make a s'more or two. Yeah, no, you gotta hype out the players, mates. And this is a really good sub, honestly, for Team MMK. Now, again, you can't really, the risk reward for playing Calamitas is really that latency issue. But if Dodge is always at 1080 ping, might as well, right? Might as well. Anyway, though,
I feel
round.
sorry for Dodge. Don't worry though. June 2, guys. Global launch.
Global launch. No, you know, he needs to get his internet fixed. For today, apparently, his internet is completely dead. Not just 1080 ping, he is just gone, kaput. Snip, snip, goodbye. But, you know, enough about Team MMK. We're talking about a lot of them, because I do honestly know more about them. Like, not gonna lie, if you guys come from Overwatch, then of course I'll know everything about you. Here for global TikTokers, some names I've seen on the streaming side as real prodigy. We'll get the operator there. We'll take care of Fascinate. Nothing fascinating about that for the Brimstone. But yeah, I've heard about many of the works here from basically global TikTokers and the NPC crew in general, coming in from Apex, especially Viminal. He's been so solid to cast with and just to work with from time to time. But hey, right now it's Foods and Callum on the board. Real Prodigy though showing his carry weight, and Callum resurrecting Fascinates onto the side, and there we go with the slow arm. Here we go with the peak though. Billy will go down as well to the hand of Lorenzo, and Real Prodigy now went for. We have seen him actually get a 6k ace earlier on, but Noctile right now all alone, holding on to the Marshall. Into the shadows we go! The Omen looking around, and Noctile has to survive. This is desperation time from the Brimstone. Noctile going for the stun! He jumps up, and Lorenzo with the clutch! If only the time was just a little less, Noctile would have won it through sheer force of survival. But Lorenzo here, he is able to get those takedowns. And from what I know from Lorenzo, again, Mr. Asurai, I've seen him stream here and there. He's a very aficionado of this game, of Valorant, and hey, I would expect a lot of good things here from this Brimstone, but that is gonna be a round now taken by the attack. Real Prodigy showing his stuff, and doesn't matter what agency's playing, he's gonna whip ass with the operator.
Now, Global TikTokers does have some cash right now. There's a couple of their teammates who are playing on Spectres, so they need to be in close range to make that work. Especially in, again, let's not sugarcoat it, we're in hyping situations. Spectre does not play so well in long range if it's not like, you know, optimal ping. So they have to find like these really good angles for them to work with. In any case, aside from that, look at this one. They're also playing very defensively and again C heavy sided. Not sure why they didn't went for A before, but maybe
I think they're kind of afraid. They're like, Real Prodigy can go for the A long peak, but if no one's there, it's kind of hard to actually go for the take if they don't really have the numbers in their favor. And as you said, Spectres right now doesn't really instill too much confidence, even though this is a round that the econ is happening for the defense, because Sheriff, a big game changer, and Noctile playing it cheeky, letting everyone run in, looking for a target. Who's he going for? Pick someone, Noctile. Yeah.
Oh, he got caught.
He shot Real Prodigy twice. I was speechless because he didn't get the kill, and it kind of hurts, you know. It kind of hurts sometimes to save Billy though. And as well as Callum will go down, superior firepower right now for the global TikTokers. This is why TikTok is the new fad, the new generation of cool. and you might be able to just dance around and make some money there. But Foods right now has to get on the way. Beautiful shot from Lorenzo. Wall bang there to get that takedown. And now Fascinate, the only one left, has the Stinger. If he does surprise someone, it can really go for the kill. Best gun Stinger, worst gun Stinger. What do you think, Asurai?
I just want to say it's the worst gun for me, but that just is probably because I don't know how to control the recoil per se. It's probably the highest fire rate, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Like the Stinger is
SMGs.
exactly, the Stinger is a gun where if you don't hit your whole clip, you won't have enough damage. But if you do, you are a monster in close quarters.
Yeah.
Like it's even better than the Phantom in that sense. It is such a big surprising tool. But then you can also debate why not play a shotgun instead. But then the Stinger is cheaper, and you can go for a full burst over you know, just having to get single shots on. So it really is dependent on what your playstyle is, what you're comfy in. And I've seen Stinger rushes happen. It's like an upgrade of the Frenzy Rush. It's like the big brother of the Frenzy Rush. It's basically everyone goes guns a-blazing, runs in with 5,000 money and dream, and you can get some kills here and there. But for now, it is going to be a buy round now for MMK. Global TikTokers tying it up. And shades of the game already from yesterday, as close as can be 4 rounds in.
This is a nice one.
Ooh, yeah, standard play there from Lorenzo. Use your stim pack and just rip away at the garage doors, and then hopefully hit somebody from C window or some variation of that. In any case, Billy hitting a shot onto Real Prodigy right out of nowhere.
That's huge. Just shuts down Real Prodigy and his entry frag level. For now, Billy playing a little bit of, instilling a little bit of that dodge his playstyle there with the operator. And yesterday, we've seen him actually play the op since their sniper couldn't do so with his issues. For now, though, knocked out, of course, on that Phantom. Gonna be looking to play that mid-range. Good wall right now from Callum to slow things down at the very least. And hey, without the Real Prodigy, that's where global TikTokers kind of falter in a way from yesterday. It seems like without their carry player in a way, the top fragger, they do look a little loss on the offense.
After ooh, that peek though, they're gonna go for B already, but immediately Callum actually shuts down Viminal. This might not be too hot for him. Blooming though, spotting out his opponent as he just tries to go in for the slow, throws out the grenade, sees the barrel, the gun. He tried to go for the flashbang, but Sirius is gonna be able to catch that on rotate, and this is just looking pretty good for them. But as I say that, Belly and Fascinate getting a 1-to-1 kill apiece. Oh!
Boom goes the dynamites, Mr. Asurai, and now it is 1 versus 1. Food's playing the timer, waiting for the spike to get planted. Might be hearing it here, and now there we go with the shots and the free kill there. Foods with patience as his virtue will be able to take that victory. But do you see that there from Blooming, from Sirius? He decides to literally take the best opportunities. And what are the odds of getting 2 people with their pants down?
I mean, it's all about experience, timing, and just, you know, understanding of how the angles work, right? Like, the more pro you are, the more one degree of like looking into something turns into multiple angles. If that makes any sense. And Sirius was able to clear all of the checks on the checklist, and he was able to shut it down so quickly. Although that last part though, where he tried to, or I think with Juck FO tried to clutch it, I think that spot where he planted was a little bit too greedy because it's way too exposed in too many angles. So
yeah,
but that's just me.
I think you do have a point there, but Foods was playing it really patient. I don't think it mattered in the long run, but if he did hide it more in the corner, at least he would have a second or 2 more to try and react and make it a little more even. But
yeah,
you know what, isn't even...
whip out his weapon or something.
Yeah. You know what, Real Prodigy, this guy is just on fire there. Speaking of the fire though, here comes the Phoenix right now of Blooming, looking for the push on the left-hand side, but surprise, surprise, is knocked out on the right instead. Gets met by the Roomba bot there, the Boomba bot as some say. But for the time being, Billy with the Rolling Thunder, Orbital Strike gonna be there as well. Absolute chaos onto the B side, playing the operator though it's CQC, and it's just Real Prodigy surviving for Fascinate with the fire with the volley already set on up. Fascinate now gonna get burnt as well. Vimino will be able to get that takedown. Lorenzo on point, and absolute chaos upon B side. But in the end, that is victory for the global TikTokers.
Wow, he missed such a crucial shot on Prodigy. Oh my. Like, even though Fascinate got that refrag, the big problem there was he already lost his life. If he was able to get Real Prodigy, he might have been able to get 1 more from Global TikTokers roster. Now, if you're seeing it, is this... Okay. I thought they were going to go for the double op because they saved it both, I think. But I think they just threw it away. Not sure.
Threw throwing it away just like these chances. Hey, but hey, you know, it has been really clutch for so many of these players, not gonna lie. 3-3 is a very, very close scoreline, as close as it can be. It's a tie. I think I gotta just screw myself there. It's just a tie. It's the best that is as close as you can be. No other way. But I guess where the department kind of falls over is the fact that the defense right now is still on an econ state. But if they do win this, they really will put the global TikTokers in kind of peril, especially with Blooming right now with only 1,200 money. We'll see how this is going to pan out. A long right now. First frag has already gone on the D's end. And we'll see if the superior firepower will be enough to take A back.
They're all on A long though, that's the thing. But if they're able to secure the site and get themselves some really cheeky angles, there might not be much of locations for MMK to, or sorry, global TikTokers to do something. Oh, Noctile comes in.
It's been lurking there,
Big
but Real
shot with the
Prodigy.
40.
Exactly, and just the long angle here by Real Prodigy, looking to defend as much as possible. A little finicky though that they planted all the way there. And Billy right now, as well as Noctile, Shorty squad represent. Can Billy get the kill though? It's not gonna happen. And Noctile right now pushing on forward with the Invisible Vandal. Now, I really feel like this plant is a little risky for the global TikTokers, but the angle, can Real Prodigy get the angle? That's a real question. He's looking around. He doesn't see the spike. This is what exactly I'm talking about, but the shot will connect in the end, and that is gonna be the headshot there. I was a little afraid, truly, of the angle they're taking. It isn't as close as you would like on too long, but it works out, and that is 4 kills for the Omen with the operator. Smooth operator for the Real Prodigy again.
Now I'm not sure where Noctile was setting his eyes on, where it was that cubby right on the left of A long, or he was looking at the right on A long. Because again, that's like the strength of an Omen, right? If you don't hear his shadow step, is that how you call it? Shadow step?
Yeah,
his
Shrouded
teleport.
Step. Shadow Step is Overwatch. And don't worry, I messed it
Yeah.
up too. I call everything Shadow.
Okay.
And I feel like, you know, oh my god, Real Prodigy gets a kill. But, you know, like, I feel
I'll
like
finish
if
what
we
I'm
do
saying
have...
later.
If we have a real tournament, like a proper tournament from a proper sponsor, I think we'll get in trouble calling it Shadow
I
Step
know.
anytime. But anyway, back to your point, as C is getting taken here, invaded
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
okay.
SF.
So just real quick. So again, that's like the strength of an Omen, right? People
Yeah.
will like guess themselves if he's there on that corner or on that corner, because Omen can just flick his shrouded step and go from left to right in the blink. And I think Noctile was maybe looking too far on the left, or he was just like, you know, pros don't fake,
Yeah.
and just you know straight defuse. But I'm not sure.
You know what pros do? They teleport all the
Yeah.
way to the other side and plant it there, even though everyone's set up on C, even his own teammates. And apparently, transition is covered here by Blooming. Beautiful shot there. Food's not gonna get that takedown, and he's gonna get rid of the 2
I
from
know
the other
exactly
side.
where you
You're out there right now, 2 versus 2. Here comes the Sage Wall though to get the setup on, and that is still gonna be the Omen, desperate to get the cleave on in the first place. Blooming right now trying to take on Kalam, and that is gonna be a headshot to connect from the Phoenix. Food's now looking around up on top. That's where the Omen is all about. And just such a big brain play here from the Real Prodigy. It took surprise me, it took surprise for you, it took surprise for the opponents, it took surprise for his own team, except that one guy who actually went along with the plan.
He is like 14 kills, 8 kills above anybody else in this entire game. Real Prodigy is, what's the word I always use? Manhandling this, or sorry, handling this game. You know,
Manhandling's
genders
good too.
out of the board.
This guy is a complete package right now. 14-4 in that scoreline. Here comes the rush though from the defense, playing the econ, but this time we'll change it up and go for the aggression instead. A lot of it in their favor. They go on top of the stim drone to get a little bit of that fire rate in their favor. It works both ways, so it's really effective there. Fascinating right now. Ankle breaking against Lorenzo. Knocked out though with the shot on the Real Prodigy after the operator comes into play. And now it is Op versus the Rays. Vandal on Jakfo. Running on away. Has a lot of time here, Miss Asurai. Yeah, and the ultimate showstopper is ready to go, exactly.
Yeah, so again, this is like one of the things where some teams who haven't played Haven as much might overlook. Mid control is incredible on Haven. Like even if you go through the window straight up, you might get caught by a sniper or a wide peek or something like that. But if you're able to use your utility and clear out these particular angles and get mid control, you're able to do just that, which is to rush on your opponent, whether you're attacking or defending. And it works so well that it even kind of evened up this particular round here. Now, this is like big brains from Jackafo, and I like that he's not run at all, and he is just like peeking every corner. No! Did he lose that?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, guys. If you want to make highlights of Joffo, you just basically erase that. Look at that. The Omen just look at him. Oh, asking for the operator. But yeah, you're just like, you tell Joffo is like, we didn't see that first shot. Don't worry. Good kill. Good flank. Kudos. That was so close. That was so close.
I would have lost my mind if he died and there was like a 180 turnaround.
Yeah, flick of the wrist. But hey, 6-3 global TikTokers starting to run away with 4 in a row. Really good, interesting plays, honestly, from the global TikTokers. They have turned it up to 11 and changed things up in their regard, but Billy doesn't care. He's gonna go for the aggression, and he's gonna be basically playing the playstyle that he's familiar with. Does get through immediately. Orbital strikes on both sides. Laser beams are there, connecting with one another. And with those 2 kills, it seems like the Breach has decided, I'm done with this. I'm gonna cosplay as the Jet instead. And that is Billy getting the entry frags that he is known to do in the bugs.
Surprisingly, global TikTokers haven't pushed C yet. Well, they don't have any information on where their opponents are per se, but keeping themselves right there just makes sense that the opponents know where they are. So they're basically right outside C, and now they have to work tooth and nail to figure out where their opponents are to clear these tight angles here, which they might not be able to clear out in time. Now there's 40 seconds onto the clock, but they had a different plan in mind, which is to resurrect their teammate. So we'll see.
Juckfo able to get a little bit back, but Real Prodigy gonna go down to the hand of Billy again. Here comes the beat push already, and beautiful flashback to fly up in the air. It is gonna be ET phoning home there for Callum already with 1 with 2. It's just a good spray control, getting headshots abound, and looking for a third. Doesn't get it, go for top of his head. Billy right now with 4. Beautiful operator there from the Breach. And hey, you know, I'd honestly say, can Billy just play the Jet instead? Can Team MMK let him play that hero, play that agent? Because if he's just gonna push like this anyway, he might want that speed to go for. But for now, 9-9 on that scoreline as the operator with the Breach. I understand, of course, in terms of the map, how effective Breach can be, especially on the B, the C side. But, you know, it really depends sometimes on the player. How about you, Asurai? Do you think pocket picks are more essential than compositions? Especially while Valorant is trying to form up its own meta.
I think I have to agree with what you said before the question. Is it really just depends on the player and the team. Like sometimes, you know, mindset goes out the window, or rather logic goes out the window, and it's all about the feeling. And if you're feeling much better playing with the pocket pick rather than a standard pick, by all means go for the pocket pick.
Yeah, exactly. It's just sure it's counterable from time to time, but it's best of one. And if you didn't play it before, you can actually surprise your opponent with it. Now, of course, Billy has been scouted with a few streams here and there, but still, it's still different when you see it in front of you. It's still different to handle the speed of that agent, and even in the hyping situation, you can get some value in the first place. But B looks like to be the way to go here, Mr. Asurai, and Callum holding the same angle that he's so effective, the one diagonal that he knows and loves. Oh, the wall though.
Oh!
No targets.
He couldn't find a target.
No. The wall, I feel like the wall into the showstopper not really the best in a way unless you confirm someone's on that side. But now the concave is going to put, and there you go, Fascinate go down.
Now they're just gonna keep onto the site. There's still a big wall that is blocking Callum right now. Now he spots it out. There's actually almost a 2-man lineup for him to have worked it with the Vandal. But now Noctile does have... Oh, it bounced back onto him? Or was that a counter?
It bounced back on the wall, and there will be a takedown there. 7-4 as soon as Fascinate basically getting caught in the flank as well. And hey, you know, sometimes when you're on tempo with the spec, you get it, but then sometimes it's like, oh, these kills are happening. This is the nature of the game in a way. But for the time being, you know, global TikTokers, really impressive on the offense. This is a little more refined from them compared to yesterday. What I've seen from global TikTokers are very scrappy. They do rely on Prodigy from time to time, but for now, it feels like it's a more well-rounded effort. And maybe, just maybe, global TikTokers can book their way to try and get revenge against Team Memes. They are up right now by 3, and this is the last round and a half for their attack.
Might I just say, whoever is the IGL for global TikTokers is doing a fantastic job at, like you said, rounding out this particular team. been working out incredibly well for them. And if you're looking at the minimap on how the positioning is for MMK, they're playing on much more passive angles. They're not doing the same tactics that they did before, which is just to YOLO rush onto sites and get kills here and there. They're playing a bit more defensive, even though this is also a buy round for them.
Yeah, it is the last round though, but something to note is Billy doesn't have armor whatsoever, so they do want to play these
Yeah.
angles. They want to have a little bit of a chance to hold into proper objective spots instead of trying to go for trades when they don't need to. And Fascinate also only having light armor, so it really is hurting right now for Team MK.
Yeah.
They don't have the full utility that they want, and on to the other side, it is going to be an A-short push with the spike from Blooming as well as Viminal.
Not sure if they have the utility to counter that. Also, just to add up, it's actually not bad to buy without shields, because comparing this to CS:GO, you don't get aim punch if you don't have shield. You get aim punch when you get headshotted. So that's a word. So sometimes it actually works well for you. Anyways, great spray there from Callum, spotting out Blooming, immediately heals up himself, but they know now that this is gonna be an A take.
If you guys saw that, Lorenzo with the best molly in the world, burning Noctile not once but twice. The teleport location is being shot there from Callum, gets one. That's Fascinate getting the kill as well. For now though, it's gonna be an advantage here for Team MMK, going for the spray here and there. And Jumbo coming in from A short, and will be able to get rid of the stage along the way. Now here comes the TP to try and get to the other side onto the high ground. And there we go with Foods stopping the defuse. Team MMK will take that round. But I just wanna say that is so hurtful for Noctile. He was here. And the Molotov was on where his corpse was. Also, you know what else was there? Run back.
Yeah.
So he died twice to the molly. He basically died twice to the molly.
Yikes.
Yikes. But hey, you know, that is going to be our round there. That's going to be our half there. And Team MK right now will have how many points on the board? 5 on their attack. Global TikTokers with 7. And here on Haven, if you know how to play it and you have the comp to go on, it is kind of defense-centric, but something to note is they don't have any intel whatsoever, and I feel like for Haven it's essential if you are gonna look for the single hold. It's gonna be so difficult right now for Blooming unless he is actually a god in the making to just get kill after kill after kill.
And this is why I was kind of looking forward to seeing a Sova, because Sova is probably the strongest, or not really strongest, but a favorable pick in Haven at the most part. Now, yeah, I really love that camera for Foods, just popping up onto A-Long, spots out the one, immediately as he backs off, his teammate just push right in and get control of A-Long.
Yeah, the button fight is free, and we don't ban those things here and there, guys. So we had a thought, honestly, with the team since Noctile gets rid of Raji. Into the instance, Viminal in the meantime with the frenzy, but Callum will go down, and Foods will get the trade on back. Invasion of A site. My name is Team MMK. Their offense looking pretty good so far. Billy though messing up with the classic right clicks, and Lorenzo will get that takedown, but Noctile on the board again, 1 versus 3. But as back to my point, I talked to all the captains before we actually set things up, and we had do's and don'ts basically for the tournament. Trick shots, trick spots are great, and the basic rule right now is you can go for trick shots and trick spots as long as your opponent, if they do see it in front of them, they can get that takedown. Blooming down, will kill, knock Foods with the trade on back. If you're abusing walls that are in behind, that's a big no-no. Of course, boosts and hacking is also a big no-no. But it really just goes to show the know-how of these players, exploiting the map to the fullest degrees, and they both teams, all of our teams actually, respecting that distinction and just enjoying the fact that they can play some tricks that they do play in the ladder to try and work out a little more of the advantage on every single map. So I like it. It just adds a little more flavor. It is also, you know, it's how the game works. If you can see it, then you can shoot it, and that is fair for me.
Ooh, Blooming bought a stinger for himself.
Ooh.
So he's gonna go for a very aggressive push on mid, but
But-
it didn't pay dividends for him because, well, everybody else is just gonna go for A long. Now, the Cypher is actually just right outside onto A house here. I'm just gonna call it A house. He's backed off. They're gonna take the site. Not sure if they know that the Omen is right here on short, and Prodigy gets shut down, but he does get 1 kill at least.
At the very least. And this is something MMK likes to do. They don't really respect the second round, and they might pay the price for it, because Blooming, with the Stinger, basically has the best gun in the game right now. Billy and Foods with their own Stingers as well, but Ghost Rush here looking to work out. There comes the boom bot now, and Foods will win it out. Almost gets blown up there, and honestly, if Blooming decided to go for the peak, he might have gotten the kill there post-mortem. But victory goes over to Foods. We are all tied up. And this is something I want to note for Team MK. They really played that second round so risky in terms of their advantage. They go for only ghosts, so they can only have like rifles onto the third, the proper rifles that they like. And for me, they're not pressing that advantage enough. So it works out for them because they know how to play together on the offensive, on the rush. But honestly, they might get hurt because it's basically a second pistol round that might allow the opponent to get a so-called free round for themselves.
Oh man, no one was holding C.
Oh no indeed. And it seems like because of the stinger used from the last round for the defense, they can't go for the buy for everyone, so for anyone actually. So there you go. There is no one on C. Full plant on for the side of Team MMK. A little awkward right now. It's a super economic round here for Team Global TikTokers. If Team MMK did something weird, I'm seeing Double TikTokers be in a situation where they did a little weirder, losing the stinger and losing the money to go for the buy right now on the third round. And this is going to be another round given for free in a way. So it seems like the first round didn't happen in terms of economy. Mr. Asurai Nocta will get the kill, sure. But I guess exit frags are the name of the game here. Real Prodigy waiting for someone to show up. Billy, look at the round. Page still gets thrown, and the action finally unfolding. This is gonna be Omen looking for a steal onto the gun, but here comes the rest of the crew. And oh my god, it is gonna be a firing squad to remember. Here we go with more pistol play. Callum Lorenzo gets one more. Not bad, bad. Honestly,
That could have been such a expensive round for MMK there. I just wanted to point out that global TikTokers, they were playing a bit more on half and half, like exit frag as well as maybe trying to get a defuse on the spike. If they put their full attention to maybe getting the exit frags, they might have wiped out 3 or 4 members of MMK and like stolen like 3 to 4 vandals as well.
And look at that.
But again, yeah.
Did you see that Real Prodigy, mate? Did you see how quick he was on the stop on the camera? He knows the spot too, and he immediately goes for the shot. Completely fair. You can shoot the tree, and he can shoot back, and I love it there. But A push right now, going for the Rolling Thunder. Initiation, my name is Team MMK.
They haven't pushed too far into the site yet, and Prodigy is still here with the operator. Is blotted out by the smoke, but now that it's not, he's looking for the angle, and he is just so on point with these snipes. If he sees you, he will just take you out insta.
Perfect. Truly.
Not even a breath.
Yeah, exactly. And here comes Booming right now, looking to jump on down. He kind of flashes himself again, and Billy Cam on the board. When you drop down from heaven, you do have a little bit of the punch from your legs, and it kind of messes up your aim, to say the least. Callum, though, looking for the shots. Here comes the Phoenix as well. The owner right now with a sliver of HP Foods will go down. And honestly, for Real Prodigy, he just has to save this gun as much as possible. But with Neural Theft exposing his position, it's time to try and get out of dodge. Who can get who first? One breath, one tap. Gonna be enough. But Callum moves into the smoke, will get taken out. The ponytail, apparently the biggest bane of the Sage, and this is gonna be Foods looking on around, not looking the right direction, will get shut down still by Prodigy. Opportunistic to the end, but the victory here for Team MMK. But honestly, Real Prodigy, the real winner here. 21 kills, operator still in hand, and hurting the econ on the other side.
This guy is so galaxy brain that he is able to like move through multiple dimensions with that portal gun of his. What up, Rick and Morty. In any case, he is just saving the operator, and even though yeah, they're losing a bit of rounds here and there, being able to save this particular weapon might help him in the long run.
And you speaking of the long run, yeah. He's just 21 kills, mate. 21 kills, that's the longest run you can go on. Not gonna lie, it's just been such a show from Prodigy. Every single game, you can rely on him to do something for his team, and that something is always great. But for now, double door push from MMK, gonna be a 4-1 transition. Interesting enough though, Foods lurking onto B site and looking potential pick onto the Sage here. Good rotation though already from the global TikTokers, realizing the situation. C-side sure gonna get given, but they have the operator, so range advantage in their favor, and Blooming is getting every single kill apparently. My god.
Was able to flank all the way back. He could have got himself maybe a 3rd kill from the looks of it, but no, Noctile down to his last devices. He has all of his utility up for him, so maybe he can make this worthwhile. 50 seconds left onto the clock, and the 3 versus 1 now activates his run it back. He's going to be trying to chase, get some information, but now that he doesn't find anybody, as they know that he's going to go back to his body, yeah, they just like, yeah, they know where he is. They just rush into his spot and take him down. Easy round there for full global TikTokers.
That's so effective. And hey, just Asurai, you saw that. You saw that again. The biggest weakness of the Phoenix is the tactic called runaway.
Yeah.
It's just so difficult for Noctile. He exposed himself, especially with the run it back. He go onto the same spot, and we saw the rotation already. The writing was on the wall. As soon as the Omen gets that C long, that C offense will really get stifled to begin with. So for the side of Team Global TikTokers, even though they lose position with the Phoenix on C, they have the tools of the trade to actually go for the retake in such a good fashion. And that just really comes and stems from the previous rounds as Real Prodigy holds on to this operator and he's able to get kill after kill again.
I'm not sure if you can wallbang on where Billy was shooting at without breaking the wall or without breaking the barrier on the gates. Because I think that would be too much if you can like wallbang it if you don't destroy the barrier or the plating first.
Yeah, exactly. The little bit of the design there, it adds +10 to tranquility for many of these people going for a pilgrimage. But for now, Blooming hiding in behind. We see Fascinate though, trying to peek into B, sees Viminal. The Sage will go down in one fell swoop, will get topped up by Callum along the way. But for the time being, it's Blooming trying to play against camera as well as a Cypher. First frag still doesn't enough for MMK to decide where to push on.
So MMK or other global TikTokers might be forced to. Oh, I thought Lorenzo was gonna stick on to B because it seems like they might actually go for B. But now, looking at the positioning, it's gonna be actually a C garage take here with 30 seconds left onto the clock. They have to force in now. There it is. Here we go.
Yeah, they have to go push and Noctile is going to be dealing the cage. Rakodo taking care of one there. Blooming in the meantime, holding a line. Callum going to get the kill instead. And Resurrection, my name is the Sage. But here comes the Arvel Strike into play. Doesn't get too much value, but will zone that Billy to begin with. Lorenzo will be able to get that takedown. Here comes the Showstopper. Doesn't get much value. Wall is into play. And that is Noctile getting the burn on with the hot hand. 2 versus 2 right now. And we will see the Bray try to get in position. Lorenzo sees the Sage. Doesn't get it. There we go with the ping. But Callum with the headshot instead. There we go with the peek from the Omen. Teleport time? Is it gonna be the call? Is it gonna be the play? Overall to C short. Interesting antics here for Prodigy. We'll see if this is gonna work. Every single Omen player always trying to play the big brain play. Galaxy in lead. And there you go. Winfood's going down. Gets a flank on. Pistol play is there. No! And Prodigy! Who is this guy? How many brains? How many brains can you have?
Oh no, he went for the wide peak. Oh, I'm not sure if they even heard where he teleported at, because here's where the opponent might have been thinking. He might have just teleported where he was, because sometimes that's the 200 like 2000 IQ play for an Omen, where it's just to teleport on your spot and then kind of psych out your opponents that you're gonna be on another spot, but you're just on the same spot, right? But he actually went on to garage and nobody actually peeked him right there, then and there. He actually even ran out. So I'm not sure if they heard his footsteps, but it seems like they did. And the Sage wide peeked him. Could have played a different angle from that, but oh my god, Prodigy!
Prodigy indeed. His name speaks for himself, and Blooming gonna be Blooming on to the double doors. That is gonna be serious, looking pretty serious there with a run it back and gets the insta frag on to Billy. For now though, it is going to be the econ here for Team MMK. The chances slipping on away 9-9 our scoreline right now. But overall though, pretty good economy in a few straights here and there for Real Prodigy. Unfortunately for Lorenzo, doesn't have too much money, so still each round very decisive in terms of the bank being broken. For now, Noctile hanging on back, anticipating the A push, and in the meantime, committing on to B, the wall set up quickly by Viminal instead.
Now it's only going to be Viminal here to defend. Has he shown his spotlight yet for this game? He gets the 1 kill. He still has the high ground here and even his wall to defend a push there from his opponents. And he is ripping it up with the help from his teammate, Lorenzo. Pops out right on top of the wall and he is wreaking some havoc. Triple kill already. And he's not done just yet. And there it seems to be Real Prodigy to finish out that round and Viminal to defend B site like a true baller.
Absolutely. And something to note is his wall was the most MVP thing he did that round. As soon as he set the wall onto the full commitment from Team MMK, that allows Prodigy as well as Jackpo to push on forward to actually get the spots onto the window. And with the operator in check, he can rely on that Omen to get the shot on. Global TikTokers right now looking for revenge. It is truly dicey right now for Team MMK, but we have seen them in this situation before. They are able to play it clutch in so many ways. Vandals right now going to be looking to play on Blooming in the meantime, holding on to C. 1v1 potentially between the two Phoenixes, but at the same time, it's Project ready to take care of Billy from A short to the A spawn.
That angle where Prodigy goes to on short is so strong, because if you know the right incline on the hill or on the plane there, you can actually only see your head as you push out with the sniper, and it gives you so much power, because sniper's a one shot one kill. So if Prodigy gets the kill, he can just back away, and he's not in any danger of getting rushed himself.
It really is just when you go for the shot and you get the hit, and you are going to be able to get that takedown overall.
Yeah.
But now, though, still fascinates
Smoke down.
as well as Lorenzo on those Brimstones. It's Brimstone here on the defense, going for a few smokes here and there. And a slow push for Team MMK. They're kind of unsure on what to do. They might be looking to bait out the Omen. We have seen Real Prodigy be very, very patient with his play. He doesn't need to go for the push if he doesn't need to in the first place. Not looking for kills because he has pretty much all of them already in his side. For Team MMK, they have to make a decision now. Maybe A, maybe B, maybe C. Seems like C is the way to go.
See, it's going to be Blooming to defend that. He does have full utility right now. He's setting it up already. They know that there's not much time. He's flashing it out. Sees one. If his spray is going to be true, maybe he can defend the C side, but Callum is going to be the victor on that one. Jack FO with the stim pack here is going to be trying to rush in with Viminal on himself, boosting him up with the ice wall there. Smart decisions from the from the Viminal. As there's the...
Nocta will get that
the
takedown.
C4s.
Yeah, the blast backs there. It really goes to show. Yeah, it's the satchel charge you call it. But Lorenzo, pretty strong on CQC, takes care of foods there. In the meantime, in behind, we got Prodigy right now looking on around. There's the angle, there's the peak. Will lead to a takedown. The Phoenix right now going for as many shots as possible. Nocta gonna be backing on that. That's just the
no
teleport,
freaking
though.
way!
And whoa, no way, not gonna happen this time. No Renegade action here from Prodigy. Callum immediately getting the kill as well, and we are all tied up 10-10. Interesting round, honestly. Where did it go wrong there for the global TikTokers?
For global TikTokers, it was... Sorry, I keep calling him Blooming. Serious.
You can call
Sirius
him
was
Blooming. That's his name in the game.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. So, it's never really like, if you play these tactical type of games, it's actually scenario based, where if Blooming was able to defend C, that would have been a straight win or an easier win for global TikTokers. And if he didn't win, I think there was just too much coverage around the site already for MMK that it didn't matter if they tried to retake it. But aside from that, that one shrouded step from Prodigy where he overshrouded from his shadow ball was a definite no-no for him. Like,
Yeah.
I think he was trying not to go over, but he didn't calculate it properly.
I think he used the jump momentum there, and unfortunately, just a little pixel there
that too.
hurting him there. And you know, the dark cover, it's a really good ability. It regenerates, but it's just not enough sometimes in terms of that coverage. A little awkward, honestly. You put it in the air and it slowly floats down. Like, what's up with that? Gravity apparently affecting edginess. Maybe if you go to Hot Topic, you'll see what that's going on. But Orbital Strike gonna be into play. Covering Lorenzo's defense there allows Team MK to go for the push immediately. But here comes Knockdown right now. Looking for the push onto the window. Through the fire, through the furnace. Gets rid of Viminal. That's a beautiful pick there. Blooming in the meantime, holding close. And can he actually get the angle on? Callum coming going through. Prodigy gonna get on the board yet again. We'll see if the Omen will be enough. Shrouded step. Oh, it's into the shadows. And this is just Billy waiting for this one. There you go with the takedown. C-Long in their favor. And coverage. My name is the Breach. Knockdown into play. Gets two. What a clutch there from Team MMK. And immediately the momentum going back in favor of the attacking squad.
That one play from Blooming and I think Prodigy, I think what he wanted to do there was Prodigy, or put a shadow ball or a smoke right in front of me. I'll push through it and maybe hopefully catch people off guard. He almost did it. If his second target went down, or I think his third target went down, that might have been such an amazing play from global TikTokers. What a big brain play. That's how you like mesh together tactics, utility, as well as teamwork. But it didn't work out in that round.
Yeah, it really goes to show. I feel like for MMK, they're also realizing how The Omen wants to play it. The Real Prodigy looking to take closer, but also efficient angles. And there on C-Long, it's pretty obvious in terms of the tactical know-how. And with Billy having his own op, he wants to play that corner. Immediately as Prodigy went for the TP, he knew that was the moment he knew he fucked up, and that was pretty much it. On to A site we go though. Oh no, the breach caught mid-transition, and Real Prodigy at least getting his revenge there. Meantime though, ultimate available for Callum, and will they actually commit? Yes they are. I like this here from Team MMK. They understand if they get one more, it doesn't really matter because they'll be in a sudden death situation anyway if they lose the next two. But for the time being though, they want to put themselves in a situation that they can take the W, and Billy again dying for the second time. What's going on there too? The breach, Foods inside, Prodigy decides to go for the push, shots keeping on coming, and there we go with the paranoia. Still for Team MMK, they're on site, they have the tools that they need to get these kills. Knocked out right now, Mean Green Machine himself gonna be whipping out that red. Prodigy, another kill to his name, and the Omen coming closer, 4 kills right now. Can he get the ace just for good measure, just in case? Everyone running on away, and Prodigy says time to die with the bomb. Love the bomb, feel the bomb. The attacking side wins again. Team MMK now on match point, and hey, that ultimate, even though Billy died twice, it does work out in their favor still.
Prodigy has 32 kills to his name. This man had 4K in that previous round. If he got the full ace, maybe. Fascinate played that smart. He didn't die to his opponent. He knew that he had full control onto the site. Maybe even an orbital, I'm not sure. Maybe not, or at least a flame grenade. In any case, that was just like, I don't know what to say about that. Global TikTokers on the edge of defeat right now.
Yeah, despite the best efforts of Prodigy, it seems like they are kind of just losing out overall. For Team MMK, they do play a little more tactically in a few manners here and there, and something they do like to play is the time. Here, from Overwatch, it's like you play the objective, you win the game. That's pretty much it. And Fascinate loves that tactic. If he knows the angle that he can take is the safest, he isn't the flashiest player, but he is effective at covering the angles that need to be covered, and he is efficient enough to get either a kill or a trade if need be. So it slows down the peak, it kind of hurts them. And for now, as match point is happening, Team MMK playing it slow yet again, using the camera to look for a target or two from Foods.
Global TikTokers has double op setup as of the moment. They're like, this is a point where they're saying if we lose this, then whatever now. Obviously, because it's the last round for them. But going for this double op could be very, very risky. Jack FO, oh man, the one time that he didn't peek grass was the one time that he got peeked himself. Didn't die though, but he lost his high ground positioning right there, and he probably won't use another blast pack to try to get up there. So they know now. Oh, he actually will.
Okay,
all right, never mind then.
For Billy, and surprise, surprise, Bimmer playing cheeky, but Callum survives and is able to get the kill. Orbital laser tries to get on the way. The Sage just healed, and you know you just gotta put the band-aid again. Prodigy right now with a tag. Here comes the showstopper as well. Doesn't really get too much value. Prodigy taking care of Fascinate, and it seems like this was a little too slow for Team MMK. That is Callum going down. Knockdown will get the plant of slow money in their favor. There we go with the slow-mo courtesy. Oh, that is okay. Did you Asurai? I was gonna say, like, the animation is cool, but if you don't finish the round when there's a spike still, it just looks so awkward. Everyone's running around like idiots, and the body is just floating in midair. I'm like, what? Okay.
It kind of freaks you out, right?
Yeah, I was like,
just want to add from that previous round, you can't spell Prodigy without P-R-O. Pro.
Damn. I should have taken my grade 2 spelling lessons. I didn't know it at Asurai. I was
35 kills on this man.
Alright, I just want to say though, it reminded me of the slow dancing alien, how the corpse was. You know that little movie? Yeah, it's just like, what is going on? What's going on there? But yeah, anyway, Real Prodigy, he is the star of the show here, bar none. Can't even go wrong with that. Callum though, such a great substitute for Dodge this. Top frag right now with that Sage. Just goes to show when he's able to get the momentum. Blooming though, hiding in behind. Real Prodigy will get the one that's beautifully done. Crossfire there. My name is Global TikTokers. Blooming is waiting for the Phoenix to come on back. Patience. My name is my own Phoenix. And Knockdown will go down. Waffles with Billy though with the peak again. It's a Sage as well as the Breach. Looking to work together. 2v3 right now as the Omen has gone down. And Callum with the tap yet again. The 2 DPS coming in from Overwatch. But Lorenzo with the push instead. He's going to be able to stream on that one and get that takedown there and then. Can the Brimstone actually stay alive here? Can the Breach get these two? Find out on the next episode of Haven Sights, as 50 seconds are left on the clock.
Billy is maybe
my
going
God.
in for a rotate. Does he know that he's right behind the side? This is gonna be incredibly close. Can he clutch it? Goes around. They're playing ring around the Rosie. He spots it. No.
What a clutch from Billy.
effing
Essentially
way.
done. Oh, played indeed. And Team MMK with Billy on the board. He can play clutch from time to time, and he will take that victory there for Team MMK. 13-10, our scoreline. 13-11 rather. My mistake there. But congratulations, Team MMK. They move on the same way they have moved on in many times. Billy with the clutch, but Prodigy, of course, the real MVP here. On that Omen, just so potent. But what can you take away from that match, Asurai?
All right, let me just collect my thoughts a little bit here.
Yeah, I was just looking at the rounds right now. It's just, if you
Alright,
look at that
I'm
scoreboard,
adding light
mates-
right now because you've been complaining that I
ahead.
don't have light.
Go ahead. We're looking at the rounds, and you can see there's so much of that
Yeah.
Omen showing up on the left side. It really goes to show that Real Prodigy is effectively always getting at least a frag or two at any moment. And, well, congratulations there to Team MMK. They do set up a match against Team Meme, so apparently today Overwatch is better than Apex for some reason. But hey, you know, it is what it is, and 13-11, pretty close game so far. And what a match again on Haven. Similar tightness, similar closeness from their group stage match. And I'm just glad we got to see the NPC Civil War unfold yet again. But poor Viminal, 2 TikToks, mate. 2 TikToks now.
Man, I was ready to like put on a pun, like TikTok on the clock, party don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to like sing for them.
Yeah, you go, whoa. But hey, that is gonna be our round done and dusted.
Yeah.
We are gonna be setting up for our third place match, Mr. Asurai. It will be the third and fourth seed facing off Global TikTokers versus Team Exe. And we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Seems like it's a zoo in the game as well as out of it. Something's going on, and I'll check that one out. But don't go away. This is the closed beta closeout. I'll see you guys very soon for our bronze place match.